Paul, well done, bro. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you woke up today, you haven't looked at your phone yet, you probably haven't heard the news that Jake Paul has another fight coming up. And he's fighting a UFC fighter, ladies and gentlemen. He's finally fighting someone that actually does this for real. He's finally doing it, ladies and gentlemen. He's gonna finally do it. We're finally gonna see Jake Paul go against some real competition. Oh, wait.
Fight clock is brought to you by type of a fight, you know, neither, well, I mean, we've seen Maya through a lot of these, but Ben is usually able to get...
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. Jake Paul is finessing. Jake Paul is a smart man. I will give it to him. He does some dumb things, but right here, right now, he's being very, very smart and very, very slick. All right, so I did not know who Ben Askren was. Askren is. I don't know if I'm saying his name right or not. I did not know who he was, right? I'm not much of an MMA guy. I'm more of a boxing guy. But Ben Askren, he just retired. I believe he is 40 years of age. I believe that's what they say. He's 40 years old. He has a 19-2 record as an MMA fighter. That's a really good record. Really good record. But boxing is not his forte. That's not what he does. He is a takedown artist. He is a ground guy. That is his specialty. He is a wrestler. He is a pro wrestler. That's what he actually grew up doing, was being a pro wrestler. And he's taking him to the boxing ring. Really? 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 This is the equivalent almost of when Conor fought Floyd. But Conor had at least, he's more of a striker. He has more boxing skill. So people thought that Conor McGregor might have a chance type-ish. That's how that happened. That's basically the equivalent to what this fight is going to be. Jake Paul has better, it's crazy to say, Jake Paul has better boxing skills than an MMA fighter. No BS. Because the clips that I have seen and the clips that I just showed you, that's one of, because I've looked at other clips as well. Because I wanted to do a little bit more research before I come and made this video. But the clips I've seen of him boxing, this is a problem. Ben, my guy, you are going to have to train a lot. I don't know if you have been training for boxing or doing some boxing stuff, but you gotta shore that up, because me looking at your clips, bro, Jake Paul might win this fight. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, Ben has more of the has been in multiple fights, so I don't think Jake Paul. I don't think he's going to knock this dude out. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't see a knockout happen. It's an 8-round fight, is what they're saying. It's not sure exactly when where it's gonna be at, but it's gonna be April 17th. Very interesting that he's doing April 17th, because there's reports out there saying that Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather fight is going to be postponed. I think even Logan Paul was heard that was pissed off because it got leaked out. So it's actually true that this fight, the fight between Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather, that video I made about like a month ago or so, that fight is not happening next month. It's not happening. It's going to be, they're saying April, same month as Jake Paul is fighting. Interesting that you're kind of trying to upstage your brother. Why? Why? But, yeah. I don't know how Ben is going to do in this fight, bruh. He doesn't have this background. His background isn't boxing. His background is wrestling. If they were doing an MMA fight, oh my God, Jake Paul will get killed. oh my God, he'd get killed. But in a boxing match, this is damn near even, and I might even say Jake Paul has the edge. I'm not even lying to y'all. Now, I just don't think Jake Paul has, I don't know if he's developed enough power. When he's knocked people out, but the people that he's knocked out, they're not really boxers. Like, he knocked out Nate Robinson, who's a really small dude. He's knocked out, but like he's taken out a Nissan Gibb that's not really like a pro boxer, he's a YouTube boxer. I think we're going to end up coming out of this fight saying that Deji Steele is the best opponent that Jake Paul has faced, even after he fights the person that actually fights. The person that actually fights, but boxing is not his forte. It's not. It's just not. Jake Paul is out here finessing. You know what he's doing, y'all? Because everybody said he hasn't fought anyone that actually fights for real. He needs to fight someone that actually does this. He needs to fight someone that professionally does fighting. Well, he's doing that. But he is fighting probably, I ain't saying he's the worst one ever, because I haven't seen other MMA fighters like that. But he picked his opponent very well. He picked the right opponent for this one. So, and when Jake Paul wins this fight, don't be surprised. Alright? Ben still can win just because he has experience with just fighting in general. He has more bouts, more fights. He's been in the ring more than Jake Paul has, so that experience can help him out. But I'm telling y'all right now, don't be shocked. Don't be shocked. I'm leaning towards he's going to win. I'm not going to go out and say it yet. We're going to wait until the fight night happens, and I might make a predictions video then. But from the clips I've seen and other stuff like that, he gonna keep talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. And also, stop with the stuff about Jake Paul should fight Conor McGregor needs to fight Jake Paul. Please stop that. That Conor McGregor does not need to fight Jake Paul just because he lost and got beat by Dustin Pedroia the other night. That does not need to happen. Conor McGregor does not have to stoop down to Jake Paul to regain some stuff. He just needs to fight someone else that is in MMA to get his flow back. He just is very inactive. That's a real thing. That's what all the aficionados are saying. I don't follow MMA like that. I follow boxing a little bit more than MMA. But from what I've heard from all the aficionados, a lot of the reason why they think Conor lost this fight is because of inactivity. Hasn't been fighting. Has been out for a whole year and stuff like that. So, yeah. Let's calm down on that stuff as well, all right? Let Jake Paul do his little fight right here. I will say this, though. Jake Paul having these fights is getting him more and more prepared for the eventual KSI fight. And so if I'm KSI, I might start doing a lot more sparring sessions here and there throughout this time. I know he's still training, but I mean like some hardcore sparring sessions, because Jake Paul is continuing to box and get better and better and better and better and better. I hope you're sparring, KSI. I hope you're sparring. I hope you're sparring professionals, because Jake Paul, it seems like he really wants to do this stuff. And as of right now, even with this MMA fighter, KSI still looks like the best opponent as of right now, because I don't include Conor McGregor, because I just don't believe that's gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. Dylan Dennis, maybe, I don't know, but the KSI one is probably the most likely matchup that's going to happen. That's probably gonna be the best matchup we get. So yeah. Moral of the story: Jake Paul is finessing y'all.